Let's not waste time. We have all been there. Dealing with people who don't respect you is one of the most frustrating and exhausting experiences you will ever face. It could be a colleague who constantly undermines you, a so-called friend who disregards your feelings, or even a family member who belittles you. The sting of disrespect is real, and it can shake your confidence if you let it. I have been there. I know what it feels like to be dismissed, to have your words ignored, and to feel like you do not matter. But here is the truth. You do not have to tolerate it. Respect is not something you beg for. It is something you command. In this video, I am going to give you 8 real and brutally honest strategies to deal with people who do not respect you. These are not feel-good tips. They are hard truths rooted in experience and timeless wisdom. If you are tired of being treated like an afterthought, keep watching. By the end of this, you will have the confidence and tools to take back your power. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video. Your support helps spread these valuable life lessons to more people who need them. If you have not subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you do not miss any new videos. Also, if you find this video helpful, comment number 1 below. If you do not like it, comment number 0 to let me know how I can improve future videos. Now let us begin. Set clear boundaries. People will treat you the way you allow them to treat you. If you tolerate disrespect, it will continue. If you stay silent, they will assume you are fine with it. Hoping that people will eventually get the hint or change on their own is a mistake. They will not. You need to make your boundaries clear. Setting boundaries is not about being aggressive. It is about being direct and firm. If someone constantly interrupts you, say, "I need you to let me finish speaking." If someone talks down to you, tell them, "I do not tolerate being spoken to that way." If a colleague or boss oversteps, let them know, "I am happy to help, but I cannot take on extra work without discussing it first." When you enforce boundaries, some people will resist. I have been in situations where standing my ground made others uncomfortable, but that discomfort was theirs to deal with, not mine. They may test you, push back, or even get angry. That is their problem, not yours. Boundaries are not for their comfort. They are for your self-respect. The moment you start drawing the line, you will see a shift. People will either learn to respect you, or they will leave. Either way, you win. Don't engage in power struggles. Disrespectful people want a reaction. They thrive on making you feel small, frustrated, or defensive. The more emotionally invested you become in their game, the more power you give them. That is exactly what they want. They want you to argue, to explain yourself, to prove your worth. But when you engage, you lose. Once you set your boundaries, the next challenge is handling those who try to push back. One of the most powerful things you can do is stay calm and detached. If someone tries to provoke you, do not react with anger or frustration. Instead, respond with controlled, logical statements. If they continue pushing, disengage completely. A simple "I am not entertaining this" or walking away can shut them down more effectively than any argument. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. That is the key. You cannot control what others do, but you can control how you respond. The moment you stop giving them emotional power, they lose their ability to affect you. Limit your exposure. You do not have to tolerate disrespect just because someone is a coworker, a family member, or a long-time acquaintance. Too many people stay in toxic situations because they believe they have no choice. The truth is, you have more control over your environment than you think. If someone constantly disrespects you, reduce your interactions with them. At work, keep conversations strictly professional and avoid unnecessary engagement. If it is a friend or family member, stop sharing personal details with them. Limit your availability. Protect your space. You do not need to make a dramatic announcement or explain why you are pulling back. Just quietly step away. The less time you spend around people who drain you, the stronger and more confident you become. Disrespect thrives in proximity. The more access you give to toxic individuals, the more influence they have over your mood and self-worth. Distance yourself and you take away their power. Use silence as a weapon. Disrespectful people expect a reaction. They want you to get angry, to defend yourself, to prove them wrong. They feed off your frustration because it gives them a sense of power. But when you respond with silence, you take that power away. Silence is uncomfortable. It forces people to sit with their own words. The next time someone makes a rude comment or tries to undermine you, do not rush to respond. Pause. Look at them. Let the weight of their words linger in the air. Most of the time, they will realize their mistake or feel uneasy without you saying a word. Not every battle is worth fighting. Some people do not deserve an explanation. Ignoring them sends a stronger message than engaging in their nonsense. It shows that their words are irrelevant to you. Here, mastering silence is mastering control. When you refuse to react, you make it clear that their disrespect does not affect you. That is real strength. And when words no longer hold power over you, people start to realize they cannot manipulate you. Don't take it personally. Disrespect can feel personal, but most of the time it has nothing to do with you. People lash out because of their own insecurities, frustrations, or emotional baggage. They project their negativity onto others because it makes them feel powerful. I used to overanalyze every rude remark, wondering if I had done something wrong. But the moment I realized that their behavior was a reflection of them, not me, everything changed. Instead of feeling hurt or offended, I started seeing their actions for what they were, evidence of their own internal struggles. This shift in perspective is powerful. It frees you from constantly seeking validation or feeling wounded by others' words. When someone disrespects you, remind yourself this is about them, not me. You cannot control how people act, but you can control how much their behavior affects you. The less personally you take it, the less control they have over your emotions. Detachment is your shield. Use it. Walk away when necessary. Some battles are not worth fighting. There is no reward for staying in situations where you are constantly disrespected. The longer you tolerate it, the more it eats away at your confidence and self-worth. At some point you have to decide that enough is enough. Silence is powerful, but sometimes even that is not enough. Some situations require a stronger action. Walking away is not weakness. It is one of the strongest moves you can make. It is saying, I refuse to let this continue. Whether it is a toxic workplace, a disrespectful friend, or a family member who constantly undermines you, you have the right to remove yourself. I used to believe that if I just endured long enough, things would change. They did not. The only thing that changed was how drained I felt. When I finally walked away from toxic environments, I did not lose anything. I gained peace, clarity, and self-respect. Leaving does not mean you are running away. It means you are choosing yourself. And sometimes the best way to win is to stop playing their game entirely. Number 6, surround yourself with people who uplift you. Dealing with disrespect is draining. If you are constantly around people who undermine you, it can wear down your confidence and make you question your worth. That is why it is critical to surround yourself with people who respect, support, and uplift you. The people in your life influence your mindset more than you realize. If you spend time with those who belittle you, you will start to believe you deserve it. But when you are around people who encourage you, respect you, and treat you with kindness, your standards naturally rise. You no longer tolerate disrespect because it feels out of place in your life. I used to think I had to endure negativity just because certain people had been in my life for a long time. But when I started prioritizing relationships that made me feel valued, everything changed. The stronger your support system, the easier it becomes to walk away from those who drain you. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose wisely. A conclusion. Handling disrespect is not easy, but how you respond determines whether it continues or stops. You have a choice. You can allow people to walk over you, or you can take control and set the standard for how you deserve to be treated. Let's recap. Set clear boundaries. Do not engage in power struggles. Limit your exposure to toxic people. Use silence as a weapon. Do not take disrespect personally. Walk away when necessary. Surround yourself with people who uplift you. These 8 strategies will help you reclaim your confidence and demand the respect you deserve. How people treat you says more about them than it does about you. But how you respond says everything about the level of respect you have for yourself. You do not have to tolerate behavior that diminishes your value. At the end of the day, respect starts with you. Protect your peace, choose yourself. And never apologize for demanding what you deserve. If this video helped you, comment number 1 below. If not, comment number 0 and let me know how I can improve. Stay strong and stay true to yourself.